You know that your soul chose the family you were born into, right? It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't an accident. Believe me, you're not here by chance. Your soul knew exactly where it would be, with all the challenges, with all the pain. And even when you feel wronged, when life feels too hard, trust me, everything you've gone through has a bigger purpose. You were chosen. You might be wondering now, why would my soul choose so much suffering? Why would I be placed in a family that seemed to destroy me instead of protect me? I understand how you feel. I know what it's like to look back and feel that life was just too harsh, that the difficulties felt endless and unbearable. But what if I told you that everything you've been through, no matter how hard, was a gift? A gift your soul chose so you could grow, so you could awaken to something much greater. I know it may seem hard to accept right now. It's too painful. But what if you realized that in that suffering, there is immense strength waiting for you? That the pain is not here to break you, but to transform you into something stronger, wiser, more powerful. Your soul, with all the wisdom it carries, knew that by walking this path, you would become unique. The pain you felt isn't your enemy. It's the key to your liberation. Today, let's explore why you were born into this environment. Let's understand what your soul wanted you to learn and how you can finally tap into your true power. You're not here by accident. Your soul chose every step along the way you've taken so far. Every pain, every conflict, every challenge was placed before you for a reason. It's tough to believe that, especially when the pain feels overwhelming, but what you've lived through was a choice made with deep wisdom. You were chosen. It's as though your soul looked at life, saw what was coming, and decided, this is the path where I will grow. This is where I will strengthen myself. Your soul knew that by going through all of this, you would become someone with a strength and wisdom you never imagined you could have. It wasn't by accident that you were born into this family. It wasn't a mistake. Everything you've lived, no matter how hard, was the sacred choice of your soul. Have you ever stopped to think about how different life could have been if you had been born into a perfect family? No conflicts, no challenges, no moments of pain. But the truth is, if you had lived a life without obstacles, you wouldn't be who you are today. Your soul chose this path so you could become something greater, something more. The pain wasn't a punishment. It was a tool for transformation. With every tear, every moment of suffering, your soul was being molded, forged, prepared for what lies ahead. You're not here to be a victim of circumstances. You're here to be a winner of your own journey. You were chosen to awaken to your true strength, to heal and to free yourself. And as you rise, you not only heal yourself, but you begin to heal the generations that came before you and those who will come after you. This is the power of your soul. I know you felt broken at times, like everything was falling apart around you. Maybe you've asked yourself, why me? Why was I placed in such a destructive environment? And in moments of despair, it seems like the pain will consume us, like it's telling us that we'll never be enough, that we'll never overcome. But here's the truth. The fire doesn't burn to destroy, it burns to transform. Have you heard of tempered steel? Before it's forged, steel is a simple, fragile metal, shapeless. But when subjected to intense heat, it becomes strong, resilient, and resistant. It undergoes a painful process, but it's that pain that makes it indestructible. Similarly, the pain you felt wasn't meant to break you, but to shape you. Your journey hasn't been easy, and you're not alone in it. Every moment of suffering, every tear shed, every sleepless night, all of it has shaped you. No matter how deep the pain was, it prepared you for something much bigger. The suffering you carried wasn't a punishment. It was the fire that tempered your soul to make you stronger, more capable of facing any challenge that comes your way. Understand this: life isn't a straight line. Life isn't about perfection. Life is about highs and lows, and it's those highs and lows that transform us, that help us grow, that help us evolve. When you go through pain and survive, you don't come out weaker. You come out stronger, more conscious, more prepared to live life the way your soul intended. Pain is simply transformation in progress. When you feel like you're being consumed by it, know that you're undergoing the forging process of your soul. You're being prepared to rise stronger than ever. You are no longer the same person who entered the fire. You are stronger, wiser, more powerful. And as you grow, it becomes impossible to be broken again. Because fire doesn't burn to destroy, it burns to forge what is indestructible. Did you know you carry within you the weight of entire generations? Behavioral patterns, unresolved traumas, fears, and pains from ancestors who never had the chance to heal. Sometimes it feels like you're just repeating what was done before you, and it seems impossible to break out of this endless cycle of suffering. But here's the secret: you were chosen to break these cycles. What you're facing now, the challenges you carry, aren't just yours. They come from a deep place, from generations who lived in pain without finding healing. And you are the key to that healing. You have the power to free not only your own soul, but to heal and transform your entire lineage. I know that in moments of pain, you may feel like you're just a victim, like you're being punished for something you didn't do. But the truth is, when you look closely, you'll see that you're not here to continue the same patterns. You're here to stop the cycle, to heal what's never been healed before, to liberate those who came before you and those who will come after you. This is your purpose. When you begin to see what has been passed down to you, you'll start to realize it's not just about you. You were chosen to go deeper, to see the wounds, to look at them with compassion, and with that, heal what seemed impossible to heal. What you do today echoes not only in your life, but in every generation that came before you, and in those yet to come. You are the breaking point. Every step you take toward personal healing is a step toward healing everyone around you. It's not easy, but it's powerful. You're breaking invisible chains, defying a system that was never built to see you free. And by doing so, you not only heal yourself, but you release your entire lineage. You're no longer trapped. You are what you've been waiting for. The cycle ends with you. Sometimes, looking at our family feels like looking into a distorted mirror, reflecting all our shadows, fears, and frustrations. The pain and anger we feel toward our family members, the judgments and disillusionments, are actually reflections of ourselves. I know this can be hard to grasp, but when you begin to look at your family with deeper eyes, you start to see that what they make you feel is, in fact, a reflection of what you still need to heal within yourself. It might seem absurd, doesn't it? How we can somehow be responsible for the pain others cause us. But let me tell you a secret. The wounds your family inflicted on you are often a mirror of your own unresolved wounds, the ones you haven't faced yet. They act with anger, with neglect, with criticism. But all of that reveals what you need to heal in yourself. I'm not saying you should accept abusive or destructive behaviors, absolutely not. What I want you to understand is that they're teaching you something profound, a lesson only you can learn. Every criticism, every rejection, every failure to give you the love you deserve is, in truth, an opportunity for you to look at yourself with more compassion. Because when you can see that others don't have the power to define who you are, when you finally understand that their flaws aren't your flaws, you begin to free yourself. Your family isn't your enemy. They are your teachers, showing you what you need to heal, showing you, through their reflection, where your pain lies. And by looking inward, by healing yourself, you don't just transform yourself, you transform the dynamic of your family. Because when you heal, healing starts to ripple out to everyone around you. I want you to allow yourself for just a moment to look at your pain with new eyes. Every wound you carry has something to teach. Every scar is proof that you survived. And more than that, it's proof that even in the hardest times, you found enough strength to keep going. Pain, no matter how unbearable it seems, is one of the most powerful tools for transformation. Just like an alchemist turns lead into gold, you have the power to transform your wounds into wisdom, your sadness into purpose. This process doesn't happen overnight, and sometimes it may seem impossible. But the truth is, inside of you, there is a strength that surpasses any pain you've ever faced. Think back on your journey so far. All those times you thought you couldn't take it anymore, yet you kept going. All the moments when life felt impossible, yet somehow you survived. Those moments didn't weaken you, they forged you. They taught you what resilience is, what courage is, what it means to be someone who can turn pain into power. And this healing that begins inside you doesn't stop there, it spreads. When you heal your wounds, when you decide that you won't carry the weight of the past as a burden, but as a lesson, you begin to heal the people around you. You create an impact that reverberates through future generations. Your healing is not just yours. It's a gift to those who came before you, to those by your side now, and to those who have yet to be born. When you decide to look at your pain and say, "I am not defined by this. I am stronger than this," you make way for an entirely different future. The alchemy of healing isn't about erasing the past. It's about transforming what happened into something magnificent. It's about taking the broken pieces and building something new, something that reflects the strength, resilience, and wisdom you've earned along the way. And in the end, you'll realize that your pain didn't destroy you. It made you invincible. True freedom isn't about escaping the difficulties of life, but learning to live with them without being enslaved by them. Emotional freedom is when you find inner peace, even in the midst of the storm. It's not about not feeling pain, it's about not allowing pain to dictate your life. A lot of times, we grow up with the idea that we need to please others, that we need to endure suffering without questioning, that we need to carry the weight of pain without complaining. But emotional freedom begins when you say no to expectations that aren't yours, when you decide that you will set healthy boundaries to protect your energy. Setting boundaries is not selfish, it's self-care. Think about your journey up until now. How many times have you allowed yourself to be consumed by other people's pain, by your family's problems, by the anger of those who didn't know how to love you properly? Emotional detachment begins when you understand that someone else's pain isn't yours to carry. You don't need to absorb the world's pain to show that you care. When you start to detach from the idea that you need to be everyone's savior, you finally find the freedom to be who you are. True emotional freedom comes with conscious forgiveness. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean justifying, but it means releasing the weight you carry. When you decide not to carry the anger, the resentment, the guilt anymore, you free yourself from the chains that have been holding you back. And by doing this, you give yourself permission to live your truth, without the need for anyone's approval. Emotional freedom is about reclaiming your power. It's knowing that no matter what happens around you, you have the right to choose how you react. It doesn't matter what your family, your friends, or the world say. You decide who you are. And you are no longer a prisoner of the emotions that trapped you in the past. You are free to be who you were born to be. Now that you understand the purpose of your journey, it's time to take the next steps. Healing doesn't happen just through thoughts. It requires action. practices you can integrate into your daily life. The good news is that you already have everything inside of you to overcome the pain and transform your life. But these tools will help you tap into even more of your power. The first tool you can use is self-discovery. Looking at yourself honestly, without fear, is one of the most powerful steps in healing. Write about your emotions, about the family patterns you carry, about the feelings of pain or anger that arise when you think of your story. Ask yourself, what do I really feel? What patterns are still controlling me? Writing is a way to bring those deep emotions to the surface and start transforming them into understanding and healing. Another powerful tool is EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, also known as tapping. This technique involves gently tapping on specific points of your body while repeating positive affirmations. It might seem simple, but the power of this practice is incredible. When you use EFT, you can start releasing stuck energy from your body and mind. Repressed emotions are freed, allowing you to feel lighter, freer, and more at peace. Ho'oponopono is another powerful emotional healing tool. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. These words have the power to clear negative memories and bring forgiveness to yourself and others. Practice this mantra when anger, resentment, or guilt arise. With it, you begin to transform negative energy into love and compassion. Energy protection is also a crucial practice. When you grow up in a toxic family, your energy often gets mixed with the energy of those around you. Visualize a white light surrounding your body, creating a protective barrier against negative energies. This simple visualization exercise helps restore your balance and protect your energy field. Finally, daily healing rituals can transform your journey. It could be an herbal bath, a morning meditation, or even a moment of gratitude before going to bed. These rituals strengthen your connection to your deepest self, to your soul. They remind you that you deserve peace and happiness, and that healing happens day by day. These tools aren't magic. They require commitment and practice. But by using them consistently, you will start to see transformation happen. The most important thing is that you have the power to change your life. It doesn't matter what you've lived through or the circumstances in which you grew up. You have everything you need to transform yourself. We've reached the end of this journey, but I want you to know that what you've learned here is just the beginning. You were chosen for a grand mission, a mission that goes beyond pain, beyond struggle. Your journey is one of healing, transformation, and liberation. Everything you've faced so far wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a punishment. It was the fire that tempered your soul. Every piece of your pain, every moment of suffering was part of the process that made you stronger, wiser, and more capable of facing what lies ahead. And most importantly, it was what gave you the ability to help heal the past and future generations. You are no longer trapped in the stories of the past. You broke the cycle. You chose to be more than the circumstances that defined you up until now. You now hold the key to your own transformation, and the journey continues. True emotional freedom comes from within. When you choose to free yourself from the emotional chains of the past, when you choose to forgive, when you choose to set your own boundaries and live your truth, you begin to become who you were always meant to be. I want you to take this with you. You don't need anyone to validate your existence. You don't need anyone to give you permission to be who you were born to be. You already have everything you need inside of you. Now, with the certainty that you have the power to change your life, take the next step. Free yourself, heal yourself, and allow yourself to shine. Because by doing that, you not only transform your own life, but also transform the world around you. And if you felt that this video touched something deep within you, if this message resonated with your soul, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Share this journey with someone you know who needs to hear this, because you're not alone in this journey. The transformation begins with you, and you are capable of creating the life your soul chose.